All right, this is the coach, and one of the questions I get the most is, I'm going to go fish off my local pier or jetty. I don't want to spend a lot of money. How do I get a rod and reel and get to it? And my answer probably 80% of the time after I talk to the people is to buy this right here. Now this is an Akuma Safina. It has seen better days. I've owned this rod and reel for about 6 or 7 years. It's caught thousands of fish. It's still functional today. This reel will still reel. The drag will still pull. It's not super smooth. It's not anything expensive. I wouldn't even call this a nice rod and reel. I would call this a work dog. This is a rod and reel that you can buy. You can put it to work right away. You can expect it to last more than a season as long as you take some reasonable care of it. You know, wash it out every time you use it or whatever. I tell everybody to grease drags too. One of the first things you need to do on any reel when you buy it, you pull the spool off and you grease the drags. As long as you do those two things, you could be catching catfish, reds, calicos, rockfish up north. Do it all day long with this reel. Bass, freshwater bass, no problem. This reel has really seen super heavy use, and I would even agree abuse. It's still working. It still reels fine. I think I have taken the roller guide out of this a couple of times and greased it over the years. Not bad for a combo that I've owned for 6 years. I've handed this combo to people hundreds of times who fish with it. They have beaten up this rod and reel. They have thrown it in the sand, and it just keeps on going. If you're new and you're really thinking about, hey, what do I do? You buy an Akuma Safina Pro. Sometimes you can buy this combo, you get it very reasonably off Amazon, and you spool it up with some, depending on which size you get. This is a 10-pound strand high impact right here. This is a spool that's been sitting in my garage forever, just about done with. I think this is the 35 size. I'm not 100% sure. No, this isn't a 35, so this is a 20, I think. So 20, you want to use like 10-pound line. The 35, you want to use probably 12 or 15-pound test. Just a fine workhorse if you're just getting started. You don't want to have a super big investment. You want to just get out on the water and do some fishing. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong buying yourself an Akuma Safina combo. The guides aren't the best. You can see there's lots of rust here. There's some corrosion. They're not super smooth anymore after all the years. We're going to do a brief tackle review if you want to speak. A beginner's combo that has worked out really great for me. I bought this on clearance. I don't remember, it was centuries ago, like 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago. This combo has caught thousands of fish in the meanwhile. Still reeling good. Drag's still pretty smooth. You can see, if you look at this reel has absolutely been put through the ringer. Reels aren't made to fish the way I fish reels. If I get 6 or 10 months out of a reel, it's pretty good. It's amazing to me that I have a combo in my hands that I've owned for 5 years, and it's basically still as functional as the day I first got it. You know, the handle's a little loose, it's a little beat up, but you can't go, if you're just getting into fishing, whether it's you're taking this down to the pier to catch some pigfish, or if you're fishing off the jetty for some mackerel, or you're going down to your local pond for some catfish or bullheads, or you're throwing a Senko to a bass in a pond, I don't think you can go wrong with this combo. I think this is a 20 size reel. This is an old spool of 10-pound strand high impact from my garage, and that's what's on it right now. Just an absolute pleasure to be able to have a combo I can recommend to new people who don't want to invest a lot in a combo. I mean, it's hard to beat this. It's almost impossible. Bang for the buck is nearly unreachable. For less than a new, even semi-decent reel, you can buy a rod and reel, you can spool it up with some line, you'd be ready to go fish your local water, no problem. So this is a combo I recommend to new people all the time. They say, hey, how can I get into this? I don't even have 50 bucks. What can I get? And I point them to this combo a lot, simply because I've had this combo for years. I've handed this combo to ding-dongs who didn't know what they were doing, and over again, this rod and reel have performed. I mean, the guides are not the best guides. They're not super smooth. You're going to be replacing your line a little more. I mean, in terms of a value combo that you could go out and get and have no problem, I can recommend this without any reservation or any hassle at all. This combo has absolutely been beat, absolutely to death. It has performed. I mean, it's in its dying breaths now, I guess, but it has just kept going and kept going and kept going. Thousands of fish on this rod and reel. Great rod and reel for the money. Like I said, it's less than the price of, you know, any new mid-range reel from any major manufacturer. You could be on the water fishing in no time. So if you're new to fishing, you just want a cheaper combo to just get you out on the water and get things done, this is a great rod and reel for anyone just starting out. I recommend this without any hesitation. This is the coach. Hope you got something out of it.